Cindy. Let's learn English together. In today's lesson, we will be focusing on the past perfect tense. We will be looking closely at the negative form. So just like we talked about in our last video, the past perfect tense talks about an event that happens before another event in the past. Today, we'll be focusing on the negative form. So we will be looking at the formula, how we structure our sentences. We will be looking at our rule to help us create our sentences using the past perfect tense in the negative form. We will look at some examples to see how this is done, and we will take a short quiz to show what we have learned. Let's begin by looking at the rule. So in order to create the past perfect tense in the negative form, we need to first start by using the subject. We're going to then add had not or hadn't if we're doing the contraction. And then we're going to add the verb in the past participle tense. Then we will finish our phrase to create our sentence. So in our case, we would say, I had not plus the verb in the past participle. We would have you had not and the verb in the past participle. We can do he, she, or it with had not, hadn't if we're using the contraction, and the verb in the past participle. We had not, and the verb in the past participle. And finally, they had not, and the verb in the past participle. So let's look at some examples of sentences of how this is done, and then we're going to take our quiz to show what we have learned. Let's begin. So here is our first sentence. We're going to use the subject I, and remember, because this is negative, we have to have the not. So we're going to say, I had not known the answer to the problem. I had not known the answer to the problem. So if you notice, we have our subject, we have had not, we're using our verb in the past participle tense, and we're saying what we didn't know, what we hadn't known. In this case, I had not known the answer to the problem. Great job, guys. Let's do another example. So for this one, our subject is you. You. Again, look at how we create the sentence following the rule. This is, you had not finished carving the pumpkin. You had not finished carving the pumpkin. Again, we're following all the steps of the rule. We're saying what you had not finished. In this case, is carving the pumpkin. Great job, guys. Let's do another example. All right, guys. So for this one, our subject we're going to use is he. He. Again, we're following the steps as we did before. He had not packed the letter. He had not packed the letter. He had not packed the letter. And you can see in the video, he's showing that he's forgetting something. In this case, he had not packed the letter. Great job, guys. Let's do another example. So for this particular sentence, we're going to use the subject we. We. Again, we're following the steps of the rule. We're saying had not. We had not finished the project. We had not finished the project. Again, notice, steps of the rule is there. We're creating our sentence in the past perfect tense in the negative form. We're following those steps and it's showing we had not finished the project. Good job, guys. Let's do our final example before the quiz. Our final example, we're going to use the subject they. In this case, we're going to say they had not taken a break. They had not taken a break. Again, all the steps of the rules are there. They had not taken a break. All right, guys, you got it. So now we're going to do our quiz to show what we have learned. I'm going to give you the subject. I'll give you the subject and the video. You go ahead and make the sentence so that I can see if you remember what we have learned. So let's begin. All right, so for this one, your subject is going to be he. What can you say to finish this sentence? Look at that sentence. Yes. He had not packed the letter. He had not packed the letter. He had not packed the letter. Great job, guys. Let's do our final example. This one, your subject is they. They. Can you fill in the rest of the blanks? We recently just did this one. Yes, you guys got it. They had not taken a break. They had not taken a break. Guys, you guys did awesome. You remember to follow the steps of the rule in order to be able to create your sentences in the past perfect tense, negative form. I hope that you are able to try to make your own sentences. Use the subject you need to talk about. Use had not or hadn't. They're the same thing, right? And use your verb in the past participle tense to make your own sentences and use what you have learned. And I can't wait to see you guys for another video where we continue learning English together. Thank you for spending time with me today, and I hope to see you soon in another video. See you soon.